Hello one and all, and welcome back to Dungeons of Dredmor. So last time, we were exploring this this strange metallic world that dwelled underneath the necropolis, and, in between videos, this little thing decided to attack me, so I had to go off and, kill it to death before it, asphyxiated me, or choked me to death, in other words. So, we are here to explore this region and hopefully try and find some, sci-fi-like goodies. For example, we found some gold. My inventory's full. Oh yes, I remember, that was a giant issue, wasn't it? So let's see what we're currently equipped. We got a cone. We have, in fact, a suit of copper mail called the, bronze mail. The Bringer of Tomes, and we got this lovely mace right here, which happens to be a regular, exquisite mace. So what we need to do is just leave everything on the floor, and hopefully find Prax. Hopefully he's nearby. That's a sickle. Sadly, we're not a communist, so that has no use to us. Now, can we disarm any of these? We can disarm every single one of these. Sounds like the best thing ever. Ooh, we actually got some bronze greaves, but they're not better than our badly dressed ruffles. So we got a little man here. He apparently believes he's Dragonborn, but sadly he's kind of mentally deranged. We have to beat the derangement out of him and become electrocuted as a punishment. Well, he kind of feels like he's kind of self-righteous. He shouldn't believe he should kill anyone who's mentally deranged. After all, they're special. He did wear a little special hat. When I mean that, he had hair. Well, very special hair while I'm talking about it. So in here is a bunch of levers that seem to teleport us about the place. Sadly, there's nothing in that little alcove, so let's just pull this lever here. And there happens to be a fire spout mine. Can we disarm it? We can't. And we made a fire that badly injured us. It's me, Mister Fibbles. And it looks like we're doing better than we actually were. Well, when we actually ended the last video anyway. So there seems to be a trap right there. Hopefully we won't land in that trap, but we want that bookcase. What possible knowledge can we retain from this bookcase? An Imperial boiler plate helmet. That looks very fancy if you ask me, because look at it. It's got red, brown, grey, and some glasses. I mean, who doesn't want to wear glasses on top of a helmet? I mean, what's the worst that could happen from that? We found another Diggle Alclave. Okay, so what we need to do is start, going Digglemania. It's like the Leper Society, or leprechauns. When I mean that, it's like a leprechaun, a convention for lepers. But it's more a Digglecon. Could you imagine that? A convention just full of Diggles, or people dressed up as Diggles. Oh, we can't pick up this emerald. That's actually kind of very disconcerting, actually. What can I actually get rid of to actually get that? Well, I could eat some cheese, but nevertheless we want to stock up on all these eggs. Then we can make some more omelets. Or, I think we can make omelets of these. Yes, omelets. I got them confused with the, grilled cheese sandwich, but I remembered. The grilled cheese sandwich requires some actual bread. We found another bunch of robots. I'll be in my bunk, apparently. You have a pus-filled abscess, and these people are talking over. We have ways of making you talk. Well, I hope you don't have ways basically involving your lovely, lovely kind of crooked, rusted blades. You also have scythes connected to you. Now, what we need to do is just go over here and just fight them one by one in the bottleneck area. When I mean the bottleneck area, I mean this way, so we don't get randomly stabbed in the ass. Because I'm not one of those people who loves being stabbed in the ass. Apparently saying they're terrible at killing me. Well, it's either that or I'm terrible at killing them. But little they know, I'm crushing their insides. The power of my mace-infused, ever-spinning Diggle Nose. Oh, I leveled apparently. I forgot what it says because I actually thought something else was happening. So we leveled and, let's see what we can actually go. We could go further into the demonology tree where we can get an infernal contract. Well, that sounds actually rather useful, to be honest. We could either go into emomancy, but I don't really feel like doing that. We could probably become more of a narcologist. We could probably be a bit more of a smith, but hey, why not we make some packs of demons? After all, we could probably summon some good gnomes to help us. After all, we killed enough of them for them to fear us. So why not? So now we've got some infernal contracts. Now, randomly, if we get damaged, they'll come out and help us. But hopefully they don't turn us and try to make us into a nice omelette. After all, we are a Diggle, and we probably will poop eggs one day. One day. Right now, we're just one of those baby Diggles. We're not actually old enough to poop eggs yet. So there's a lever here. Where does this lever take us? To another lever. Well, who would have guessed? So we just gone on a giant circle right there. So go back to where we were. This giant bookcase was. So what we want to do is go through here and see what all those robots were guarding. Hopefully something... Oh, Oh, there's a trap there. A magic gargoyle bolter. Triggers this play, causes the gargoyle to spit a large spinning bolt of ethereal energy at you. Okay, I want to see this. That wasn't too painful. Now, that would probably offer this thinking machine. It looks like one of those thinking machines. Doesn't look too bright. Well, it doesn't really. It looks like one of those things that needs a bit of a polish, really. Maybe it doesn't WD-40, get the rust off it, you know. So, we seem to be in a bit of an alchemist lab. Well, we don't really want any alchemist stuff, unless that's a plastic ingot. Is that a plastic ingot? No, that's an amulet! Ooh, a cybertronic amulet. This amulet was wrought from the finest dwarven plastic and copper wiring. It's sparked with a mysterious voltic energy. Ooh. Actually, what do we currently have? We have that. So this might be better what we currently have. Let's eat the prince. I mean, who doesn't love eating a good mushroom every now and then? So, you are not actually... Well, you're actually doing quite a bit, and that one just gives us... Oh, electric resistant. So if we wanted to, we could get rid of the acid and the armor absorption for that, for the time being, and then we could put on a fedora again. In fact, that sounds fantastic, because after all, wearing a traffic cone on your head is a bit silly, isn't it? So now we're wearing a fedora with a bunch of wiring around us, and apparently electricity is ever coursing through it. So we're constantly being electrocuted just the way that Mister Fibbles likes it. I don't know what the fetish is for being electrocuted, but I'm sure it's something strange and some long-term, but I think that's the best way to describe Mister Fibbles. Ah, because we got that little helmet, well, that little necklace on, we can't be electrocuted by that little bolt thing. Oh, what's this, actually? It says here, ooh, a rusty Caltrop-raptor. Ugh, a lot of painful tinnitus. Well, let's see if we get any tinnitus today. Oh, we did get a bit of tinnitus. Probably will get tinnitus once we get out of this place, if we get out of this place. To be honest, I kind of forget where we came from. Where's home? Thine eyebrows can't protect thee this time. That is true, they cannot, but I can no longer protect you, foul woman clown thing. Your pink hair is nothing towards my lovely rotating beak. You're trying to kill me, eh? Your box rubbing mine. What were you hiding from me? A Tesla bolt. You were hiding the triple flail. Ooh. So we got 3 flails in a row. A slinky flail. Could you imagine a giant slinky flail just put on the stairs and it's ever rotating? Wouldn't that be more of a mechanical one that's more charged? I don't know. Be a bit of a strange thing. Oh yeah, Diggles don't, why don't I trigger that? I don't know. For some reason that didn't trigger. I think that might be due to my rogueness, perhaps. I know if you got high rogueness, increases your stats ever so slightly, I believe. Is that that, or I'm completely wrong? I gotta go for the completely wrong part. But either way, you've got 8 lovely experience from that whole lovely ordeal and a bunch of knowledge on how to make some electronic stuff. Let's take this mushroom, why don't we? Oh yeah, we can't take the mushroom because we got that, yeah, we got the other things in our inventory. That cone, we'll probably keep the cone for a while. Probably sell for a pretty penny, to be honest. Now, one thing I'm curious about is where Brax is. Brax, where art thou? It would be interesting if you were literally right here the entire time. You've got a guardian right there, but we're not really interested in that. Oh, but there is a chest of evil. Some type of evil creature drowns within that. But before we do that, we want to break the statue. A good smash, since it's as brittle as paper mache. Well, I don't really want to tell you, but it's actually made of paper mache that's been put into a giant oven. That's really what I do. Let's open this up, but first of all, what we want to do is... do we have any... Oh, I don't want to do that. I actually want to get this up. Do we have any buffing potions? We've got a potion of stealing, but we've got some electricity potion. We'll drink that. We'll turn into a diggle. And we'll see what evil lurks in this. Oh, God. It's Aberpore, the bringer of feasts. It's a bat. It flaps. It has teeth. This one randomly teleports when the mood takes it. Interesting. So this is a randomly teleporting bat that brings food wherever he goes. Maybe we can eat it. Oh, so every time it hits you, it teleports. Very interesting. But it also does some fire damage, so it's a fiery bat of doom that loves to teleport all over the place. Where did he just go? There he is. Look, where is the food? Give me all of your lovely food. Do you have any food in you? It doesn't think you do. Maybe the bat was the food, and maybe he was trying to give me it. Or perhaps to bring a feast, as he cooks you alive and he eats you. That sounds a lot more interesting, actually. But either way, we've got a book here. It looks like the text of this tome was revived many times after the original writing by the author, who appears to have been driven mad by his magical wealth. It is filled, well, it's full of contradictions and largely incomprehensible. Incomprehensible? Now, what the hell is a will? I don't know. But either way, that looks useful, so we're going to keep it. Now, what can we do? We could eat this cheese. Why not? So we're now eating some nice, lovely cheese. Got some more Pilsner. So what we want to do is kill that little agar and then get drunk. Now, I've been trying to avoid getting drunk since it leaves some lasting effects. We'll drink all of our drinks now. So here we go. Bottoms up. Oh, God. This is going to go horribly, isn't it? Sadly, you can't drink yourself to death. Well, I mean, sadly, I mean, luckily. So what's it actually doing? We're dangerously mana blasted. It's all gone terribly wrong, eh? So let's keep drinking. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? I mean, we're just going to drink ourselves into an early grave, if anything. Well, we clearly need to clear our inventory somehow, you know. It's better than to drink everything up. We can't just let other people drink it. I mean, what are we going to do then if we let everyone drink our booze? Now, is there anything else for us to drink? Oh, we got some nice hard cider right here. Let's drink that. Anything else? Any other delectable alcohol we can drink? We've got some alchemical ooze. Let's drink that. Now, we're also going to die from ooze poisoning. This stuff is quite toxic. It will not cause you to mutate and get superpowers. Seriously, stop drinking it. But I don't want to stop drinking it. What else can we drink? Some grog here. Let's drink some battery acid. So right now, we have nearly 200 turns of dangerously mana blasted, so we can be constantly vomiting while being fueled by booze. Now we'll never run out of mana. Luckily, we got such acid resistance, I believe. Well, I believe we have acid resistance, is it? I don't know. Something's trying to do damage to us. I think it's the ooze poisoning, but I think we're just horribly, well, efficient against ooze because we've been drinking so much. Note to self, if you drink a lot, or the battery acid, it will get rid of anything that's in your body. It sounds like the best thing ever. Note to self, drink more often if you're drinking battery acid, or any type of ooze that seems at all deadly. So this might spell out death, but hey, we've got to make it interesting somehow, right? By making ourselves near death. So actually, how bad is our stats right about now? So, Sagacity is about being a mage, okay? And we have got -8, and we got -8 dodging. We can't actually, what's this, block? No, we can't block. We can't counter strike, and we can't dodge. So right now, we're just a slumping, moving zombie. Ooh, let's open that. Apparently nothing bad happened. Now Crab is wondering, why is that person fumbling around with that box on the floor? Well, you see, Mr. Crab, it is because I want to eat you. And you alone. And then you, Mrs. Lady. Would you like some alcohol? Well, you can't. It's all mine. I must drink some more. That's the only thing we can do in a situation is by drinking yourself into an early grave. I mean, after all, I'd turn into a diggle. I've gone against my pure... No, not my pure, I've gone against everything that Crom wants me to be. I mean, after all, he wanted me to fight the demons, not join them. It's clearly the only thing we can do is drink ourselves, and just keep drinking. Drink away those pains. So this is a mysterious portal, and this will take us somewhere if we want to go through it, which we do not right about now. We want to probably gain some type of, something to make us a bit more sober, so to say. Well, hopefully a tickle time makes us a bit more sober. I'll eat this. I'll take that. Yoink. Now, luckily, we're still fueled by being beaten. So every time we're beaten, our morale improves. And we do a little bit of, well, damage all the time, but we gain less, regen of the healths, I believe. Let's disarm that, and we got some nice, lovely experience. Oh, more drink! There we go, we got some nice, more booze in us. After we can never be too infused with booze. So you've got booze in you? You too have booze. Okay, drink. So what else we got around here? Nothing else. I wonder actually. What was the quests? The quests were... Right. Do we have a zoo snub? Do new snub? We do. Can we use it? I missed, perhaps. Yes, we can. So we just made the Forgotten Vomit. Oh, the Kepo Blobby. Oh, that's a unique blobby, actually. So the Klepto Blobby likes to get a hold of everything in its hands on. So the Klepto Blobby loves to grab and grope everything. He's all handsy. He's all hands. If you like hands, he's great. But he's not Hans Gruber, sadly. And I'm not Bruce Willis. Apparently he's obsessed about space. He's trying to dissolve me, apparently. You can't dissolve what's already being dissolved from within. I wonder if he has any alcohol in him. Actually, he's hurting us a lot. You need to disappear now. Oh no, that's not disappearing, that's a force field. Alright, disappear now. And I need a drink and eat. So right now, we've got medium regen from drinking this lively regeneration potion, which is brimmed with, well, cheerful pinkness. Which our limbs are straining and our flesh is filled with unearthly regrowth. So now we've basically got massive regen. Every 2 rounds we're gaining a point of life. But it's got so fast that it's actually, well, it's actually more than that. I would say we're getting a point of life every, well, 2 points every round, I believe. So now we're going to beat this thing to death with our newfound regeneration powers. And we got a nice club. The Phantomatoric Earthquake, apparently. This wooden club. So what's so good about it? Asphyxiation makes us see better, and in fact gives us the haywire chance. It's alright, but I'm going to send it to the museum, since right now it's not too useful for us. You know, I haven't had a drink for a while, so I'm going to drink this, this acid. So we've got some acid in us now. Fantastic. So let's find something else to drink. So there's any other deadly liquids that we can drink around here, but after all, it's a nice tasting contest in this acid-filled lake area. Oh, there's the Monster Zoo. Well, we're constantly drunk, so why not, eh? Well, we're constantly drunk, I mean, we're absolutely gone and out of our minds. So what we want to do is get this poison bolt. Well, should I go immune to poison? Is it poison or acid immune to? I'm definitely not against necromantic, so let's get some necromantic bolts going. And let's shoot it right here. Keep firing it. Okay, now things are getting slightly scary. Okay, necromantic is not working how I wanted it to work. Fire! Burn! And it burned! Fantastic. So this is going to go absolutely horribly. I'd like to note right now. We need to find some way to run away. No hard feelings? Of course there's hard feelings. You're trying to ship me if you're tinnitus like blades. I probably am full of so much tinnitus, it's not even funny right about now. You know, this could all just be a drunken, stupid dream type fever thing. Yes, perfect sense. Apparently I'm a murdering sneak. All I did is shoot you in the back with a giant bolt. A bolt of fire. Apparently it's good for igniting thatched roofed cottages. Are you a giant fat roof cottage? Well, it probably is, regarding all that smoke and all of that. Probably a giant gas of helium. If he is, then he's probably going to, well, fly off into the atmosphere, I guess. So there's some acid here. Obviously, robots are weak to acid, so let's equip the acid bolt and just fire it at him. It did 12 damage to him. Apparently shot with righteousness. That's interesting. Just keep shooting him over and over and over, and bash him. And we, well, hopefully we'll bash him. And there we go, he's down. Grab this firebolt back. Apparently we didn't hit someone properly with it. And shoot the Gargaridian. Apparently we hit the wall instead. That's sadly not good. So what we want to do is probably use this last of his skull bolts, and the skull bolt doesn't seem to be too useful. No hard feelings. Why is everyone saying no hard feelings? What are they hard about? There should be anything they're hard about. If there is, then they should probably get away from me very quickly. Mister Fibbles is not into that type of thing. I'm not into, well, giant undead fat people in suits. Well, that's just me personally. You could be completely different, but that's just Mister Fibbles' preference. He prefers nice, juicy diggles. I may actually have to do this. Just to be sure, you know. Now, hopefully, we won't actually get damaged as much. We can just stand here and beat things all day. Oh god, I got out of it. Cut it again. Now this should count. Actually, we're no longer drunk. That's fantastic. Oh god, that's a fruit tree. The fruit trees have heard every possible an apple a day joke. They do not find them amusing. I don't blame you. After all, you are a giant tree and it's probably going to murder me. Apparently collapsed into a giant pile of barf, and the tree does no damage. That's fantastic. Let's drink this potion and become a diggle. Right, let's become a diggle and start picking everything. This tree needs to die first, because the trees actually do a lot of damage when you don't have this lovely round shield on yourself. wrecking everything to death. Right. Let's not go for all these thousands of teleporters right outside this room. There's probably a giant party going on. Well, that's a lot of things that we have to kill. 67 to be presumed, well, to be exact. Apparently I smell like Digglepee. Well, I should smell like Digglepee. After all, I bathe in it. After all, that's how I make myself into a Diggle every night. This little ritual I do in the bathroom. That person just wants to say hello. They just want to be my friend. Well, I'm sorry, no friends today. All friends must be pecked to death in the shins. After all, I've got a shin fetish. Execution and fin letters. Lettuce? Oh, apparently Mister Fibbles is into shin lettuce. Don't know what that is. I guess it's lettuce that comes out of shins. I've never heard of such a thing myself, but you never know these days. I mean, supermarkets have come across the most weirdest things in recent days, like these strange flavoured crisps. So either way, we just smashed this nice crab. Sadly, didn't give us any nice, lovely food, like eat his claw or anything. But either way, he'll use my tongue like chewing gum. That sounds like a horrible thing. That giant robot with giant jagged teeth wanting to use my soft, delectable tongue as chewing gum. I could never let that happen. I could never let you do it either. I don't want to play. You're not going to get my tongue as a giant piece of chewing gum. You've battled more Diggles than me. That's not saying much. There probably are like thousands of Diggles in this world, and probably some as big as your house. So let's just try and pew-pew these Guardians right here. And beat that. There we go. That's one more down. I hope they nerf my smells. I hope they don't. If they do, maybe when I'm dead. Then I have no more use for it. Apparently there's a golden solution in here. So what else do we have that we can use in this fight? We could always wield that, but I don't really want to wield that. What shield are we using? We're using the magic shield. Yes, of course. So let's get a potion of radiance. And let's get more lively regeneration. And let's keep whacking things over and over again. There's a lot of creatures that look very deranged and very weird in this room. A lot more strange than the other floors, to be honest. But luckily, we're so divine, we're so magical, that everything just dies within a mere few hits of ours. Let's kill this giant octopus and make some calamari. He's not a bit of a fish person, Mister Fibbles, but he's more of a eat a slime a day and then beat it to death after you've finished eating it. I don't know how you really beat it and eat it. Or eat it then beat it, I mean. You probably just try to digest it, and while you're digesting it, you probably beat yourself up. Is that what you basically do in BDSM? Probably. I wouldn't know myself. But Mister Fibbles probably does. It's a shame I don't have any real AoE type damage. Would be lovely. It's a shame I drank all my alcohol now and not during this giant monster brawl. I'm actually kind of curious how I'm going to kill all of these people over here, since I've used a lot of my bolts already. I could probably teleport them actually to be over here and I can whack them to death. That sounds like the best thing we could ever do. Well, that's what I think anyway. Yes, luckily we've got so much counter and so much additional damage, we're just managing to destroy everything. Normally would have died horribly. So they're actually doing a lot of acidic damage too. So we do actually have anything that does, well, protects us against acidic damage. We could add, but protects us against transmutive damage. That could be useful, I guess. That allows us to attack harder, which we don't want. We don't seem to have anything useful in that regard. Sad. So we'll drink this infernal potion and becomes a little bit fiery. Actually, we might die, actually, if I need to get out of here. So let's teleport you. That's not teleport. I keep thinking those are the same, because that looks like you're teleporting, but that one just looks like you're throwing something in the air like a firework. Perhaps they are giant fireworks. Maybe life is a giant firework, just waiting to go boom in the end. No, don't teleport in front of me. Go away. Look, I need you to disappear from my life. Our love truly can't be together that long. And we're dead. Sadly, all those buffs and all that alcohol in the end went straight to our head, and we just died. We killed over and died. So let's see our nice, lovely score. So Mr. Fibbles the Adventurer, he soared like a leg. Killed by losing all of his health on level 3. Our overall score was 56,772. Well, that's a shame. He'll go on all of these. I've completed the game once. Well, when I mean once, I beat it once and got killed once. I mean, that's the purpose of really God in this game. And then you got a few spell mines and got killed by the Blessed Eos once. But either way, we managed to, well, go quite far. We managed to go right here on my leaderboard right here. So, that's been Dungeons of Dredmor. Sadly, we couldn't survive up to level 3. We couldn't go that far, in fact. We got a bit unlucky and bad skills and so on and forth. But either way, thank you all for watching, and I've hoped you all enjoyed Dungeons & Dredmor. So take care of yourselves, and goodbye.